Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Sia Community Call. Today is November 6th, and you're probably hearing a different voice from usual. For those that don't know, my name is Oliver, aka Dark Rush in Discord. I'm the Sia Foundation's dev role, and I'll be taking over from Nate. Therefore, I'll be hosting these calls from this point forward. Nate has done a fantastic job at delivering these sessions since its inception. So give him a round of applause. I can't see Discord right now, but I hope you guys are sending some emojis, just some clapping emojis for him. But yeah, I hope to deliver equally the same insightfulness into what Sia has been up to on a monthly basis. As always, these calls are recorded and uploaded to YouTube. We'll have a link to the recording in the announcements channel, so you can play it back at your own pace and share it with others. So yeah, grab your notepad and let's get into it. The agenda. So in this month, we'll be updating you in the development milestones of Hostd, Rentd, Walletd, and Core. Next, we'll update you on activities within our grants program, followed by the events that we ran last month and upcoming events for this month and pretty much the rest of the year. Then moving on to content we've pushed out, thanks to our technical writer, Murray, aka Skunk. We'll brush over the baseline metrics for this month and carve into stone our November goals. Finally, we'll conclude the call by opening the dance floor for a Q&A session. No question is ignored or silly, and we as the Sia community will do our best to answer them. Cool, so development highlights. The main goals of this month and the months to come in terms of Hostd are stability and performance leading up to the version 1 release. For Rentd, the main goals are improving stability and user experience, also leading up to version 1 release. Then for Walletd, our efforts have been focused on setting up the version 2 testnet, which will support anagamy. Did I say that right? Yeah, anagamy. But we will touch on this later on. Cool, so Hostd. In October, we improved the performance of sector migration. One of our key objectives is to make sure data migration is as smooth and efficient as possible. We've made significant strides to make it faster and more reliable data transfers. Fixed volume usage metrics. We've identified and resolved issues related to volume usage metrics, ensuring that we have precise data to make informed decisions about the system's resources. Improved performance of contract revisions. Contracts are the backbone of storing data on Sia, and the improvements were very necessary. Improved performance of sector writes, enhancing the performance of sector writes, resulting in faster and more efficient data storage and retrieval. And also this month, Hostd hopes to achieve significant milestones, including bug fixes, performance improvements, rigorous testing, and crucial code freeze for version 1. Rentd. Improved database performance. Our team have been hard at work optimizing our database to make sure it runs faster and smoother. This means quicker response times and better user experience. We're also considering lost sectors in file health. We started addressing lost sectors in file health, which means improving data integrity and less data loss. S3 API fixes too. We've addressed several issues related to the S3 API. This means more seamless integrations with external services and fewer hiccups when working with cloud storage. Reduced memory impact of downloads. We've understood the importance of optimizing resource usage. We've made significant improvements to reducing the memory impacts of downloads, ensuring a smoother experience for all our users. It's all about you guys. In November, we're making additions to Rentd with the introduction of historical metrics in user interface, stricter collateral requirements for hosts, enhancing first-time user experience, bug fixes, more rigorous testing, and crucial code freeze in preparation for version 1. Next up is Walletd. As mentioned before in the agenda, we worked around Walletd and focused on setting up Anagamy, the first version 2 testnet. Initially, Walletd will support Anagamy and later down the line for Rentd and Hostd. In October, we managed to get Walletd properly supporting Sia funds, for those that are holding still Sia funds. And this month, we aim to begin migrating from the current JSON stores to a proper database. Cool. So for core, the improvements and fixes were guided by the test network for the wallet D. Therefore, we implemented multi-proof encoding in UTXO, where each transaction input has Merkle proof. All Merkle proofs are within the same tree, so there's a lot of overlap. The multi-proofs deduplicate these proofs as soon as the transactions take less space, then conduct various bug fixes as well for it. And for November, we hope to launch a public monogamy test net ready for use. Okay, let's jump into grants. So completed grants. We have one completed grant, which was the Sia Proximus backup feasibility study. It was a 1-month timeline and fell into the small grants category with a budget of 6,000 USD. The goal of the grant proposal was to deliver a feasibility report to the Sia Foundation on the estimate of cost and development for enabling atomic swaps via adaptive signatures against many different cryptocurrencies and platforms. So looking at the estimates of the cost, developer hours, and other considerations regarding the development of this technology. We did push back on submission for a variety of reasons, specifically the fact that we were unsure if it could get Proxmox to accept the work. Therefore, we requested a new proposal, so it's normal to do that. The new proposal was executed swimmingly by RD Wild, so round of applause for him. We were able to provide us with a thorough report and discovered in summary that the findings indicate that implementing cloud backup features within Proxmox backup server, also known as PBS, is both technically feasible and a viable option. So you can look at that little speech just under the completed grants. So yeah, congratulations on your findings, bud. And then we've also got some newly approved grants. So within the last month and beginning of November, we did approve 6 new grants. So we have Sia People Learn. So that's about looking to build a learning platform backed by Sia Storage. We've got the Telegram Alert bot. They will be building a Telegram bot for both Renter D and Host D alerts. We've got the IPFS-R. They're building an IPFS integration with data stored on Sia. We've got Proxmox. Again, upon completing the feasibility study, they submitted a new proposal focusing on the integration allowing data to be backed up on Sia. We've got Sia Grafana plugin. They would like to enable the pulling of data from Renter D, Host D, and Wallet D by the use of the Grafana plugin. We've also got Sia Share. This is actually expansion of a functionality of their previous Sia Share grant, which was an end-to-end encrypted file sharing app. They would like to implement a file exploration, webcam and audio capture, and a password authentication for their uploads. We've also got a Sia satellite. Sorry about that. Sia satellite. Another expansion of a functionality on their previous grant too. A Sia satellite is a service that reduces the friction of storing data on Sia, and they're looking to add support for file packing and S3. So it's really great to see like grants evolving. And yeah, you guys could read up on those approved grants on the forums page. Hopefully someone in this call could drop a link to those approved grants. And yeah, if you just want to read up on the array of different approved grants, or perhaps you want some inspiration on grants proposals you're cooking up. So yeah, congratulations to you all on the approved grants. We're looking forward to seeing what you come up with. We actively want to support you in your grant journey, so please don't hesitate to reach out to us on Discord if you have any questions. Events. So completed events. Last month we had the Hacktober event. Can't say it properly. Hacktober Fest, where we had several new and first-time contributors that submitted PRs to our repositories. Everyone who contributed was able to get their hands on our Hacktoberfest t-shirt. So thanks to you all. Our repos are open source and we're looking to introduce more internal events like this to incentivize you for your help. But if you hold a passion for the Sia project, we always welcome new PRs to review. We've got upcoming events. So as part of the advent of Sia, starting in December, we have a Renter D S3 hackathon where applicants can opt in for either 2 of our tracks. We have the development track where you'll simply build something that stores data on S3. But also we have the content track for those that would like to evaluate and test an existing S3 integration with Rentd and write about their experience using it and the success and failures too. This will be 1 week hackathon with another week of judging where we'll decide first, second, and third place and hand out prizes to our winners. We can expect official announcements of the hackathon soon, so keep your eyes peeled and start brewing your ideas. We also have the advent of code where we'll be handing out Sia swag boxes too. That sounds pretty cool to the top 5 users, but also to everyone that completes 5 days of coding gets a t-shirt as well. So we're not leaving anyone out there. And we're also just trying to keep you guys warm for Christmas. So yeah. Content. I believe in our first community call back in July, we established some steps to promote ecosystem growth within Sia. And the first step is content. This means consistently publishing and promoting learning resources, development updates, and community spotlights to further educate and create awareness about the benefits of decentralized storage and the Sia ecosystem. Since I joined, I've heavily reworked the Sia documentation and strategized ways to elevate growth via content alongside events and overall visibility and exposure. With the addition of our technical writer, it has allowed us to confidently take one step forward in the right direction to achieve this. So recently we released 2 blog posts. One was a community spotlight on Hosty Prometheus Exporter. And there was another blog post delving into the nitty-gritty of the economics behind decentralized storage networks. And it's not stopping there. The floodgates have started to open and releasing a lot more content, such as setting up videos for like our software, Sia S3 integration articles, some tutorials and video shorts too. And the shopping list goes on and on and on. So make sure you'll subscribe to our YouTube, following us on Twitter X, and your Reddit band has disappeared because you're about to be hit with a tsunami of Sia content. So let's take a look a bit on metrics. So growth. So on that note, here's some baseline metrics for tracking future growth initiatives. So last month we had 6 new grants approved, totaling up to 163,000 USD. Discord has welcomed 177 new users, with 65 of those users sending at least 3 messages. It's a new space and it can be scary, so I'm gonna clap my hands for those guys that are sending messages in Discords. It stimulates talk, it stimulates conversation. It's great, and that brings our total headcount to 8,025 users in Discord. Twitter has welcomed 77 new followers, bringing in the headcount at 14,000. So looking at engagement, so in October, the community call, we did have 34 attendees. So make sure you share those recordings with anyone that may miss it today or has missed it before. For the Hacktoberfest, we did have 10 new contributors. As mentioned before, we had some published content and starting to get some wheels spinning on that. Twitter has 24,000 impressions and the engagement rate stands at 8%, but hopefully we can pump those numbers up to encourage more frequent presence. And our beloved Discord has 2,294 messages sent, and the top channels are hosting, renting, and general Sia. So also looking at network too. For the network, we currently have 255 active hosts, and our storage usage currently sits above 25%. So we can hopefully get that a bit. So let's take a look at the November goals. So what are those November goals? So we want to continue enhancing and improving our software such as Rentd and Hosty for the version 1 releases. Finish the UI for the desktop wrapper applications. Announce and open registrations for our Rentd S3 hackathon. Pump out more and more impactful content frequently. after final polishing, officially publishing and diverting users to view the new documentation. I'm just going to let you chew on that a bit. Cool. Now it's time for our Q&A session. Now that just concludes the presentation segment of the call. Thank you all for listening and tuning in. And the Q&A session, I believe, should be a two-way street. And I really want to know what your answers are and your thoughts are too.
Hey, yeah, I saw a question about the migration app, so I thought I'd jump in. So what is the status of migrating hostd or Sia D hosts into hostd? It's going well. We had to reprioritize a bit with the Explorer and Sia Scan, but we are still on track with that one. So we should be releasing that very soon, hopefully well before the end of the month.
Yeah, loads of suggestions here. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, or feel free to just chuck it in the community channels. I think the questions are very beneficial for both us and the community, and we would like to see those answers too. But yeah, that is a wrap. Keep those suggestions coming. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining.